So, question for NHS. Cis-het dude, I've struggled a bit with dating the last few years. At 23, I'm a late starter for various reasons. I'm a British Romani and only started dating non-travelers a few years ago, but whatever. And I'm a sufferer of general anxiety disorder. I've gotten great at first dates, learning to dress like a grown man helped, get plenty of second ones, but tend to get overexcited and overthink things when it comes to second or potential third date, and rather understandably this is putting women off. I start second guessing how I should be progressing things, showing interest but not too much interest, texting between dates, etc. I'm getting better at it every time and know I'll get there eventually with experience, but any tips? What a beautiful question.
Yeah, really, thank you so much for bringing that to us, and I hope we can be helpful. So, my first thing is, well done on getting loads of first dates, because you're doing better than I did at 23. Believe you me. And obviously this is the kind of irritating thing to say, but obviously there's no one-size-fits-all on how to progress with second and third dates. One thing I would say that, like, I personally don't like is, like, the game playing where they, like, oh, I don't want to respond straight away, so I'm going to strategically wait 2 hours before I respond, or 2 days even. And I'm like, allow that shit. If you're on the bus and you're bored, text me back. The worst that happens is I'm busy and I don't text you back. So, like nah to playing games and just, like, respond if you want to. Having said that, responding or sending several messages in a row when you haven't received something, or like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Bit of a turn off.
Yeah. Okay. First, I think I have some notes. I'm so sorry. I forgot to take them. Right. Okay. Got them.
Whoa, shit.
No. That's just my sad notes about boys. That's not.
Oh, yeah. I have not prepared enough for this.
Actually, not on this question. Okay, right. So, first of all, can I just say, I've so been you. I have so been this guy. And I really thought that, like, at 27 now, I am not that guy anymore. And yet, just the past couple of months I spent, don't send him paragraphs.
Yep.
So, I don't know how to say, you are not alone in this. I have so been that guy, and I think most of us have been, and it's so wonderful that you're even trying to tackle this. But yet, I don't know, I think this is definitely part of a journey of dating, and it's just really, it's just, yeah, whenever you develop an interest in someone, you obviously just want to hear back from them, etc.
Yes.
So I also really, really agree, and that's something I also thought about. It's like, you only live once. If someone's playing games, fuck them. Yes. Honestly, and seriously. And I know this sounds like a bit, but what if they're the one in that? But, like, I don't know. Honestly, when I think of my long-term relationships and that, people that have lasted for years, you knew when they're into you, right? And, like, when years go by, it just becomes boring to, like, second guess and all of that stuff. In terms of more practical advice, what I found is perhaps a bit more of use is, instead of asking perhaps, just how your day is, which is also very lovely and you should definitely be asking questions.
But hard to answer imaginatively sometimes when your day is fine and you're still fine. Like,
yeah.
It can create a boring situation. Sorry.
No, yeah. I was thinking perhaps send useful articles or, like, memes or something like that would be just, like, actual content.
Yep.
And something of use that would be relating back to the date and be like, oh, I saw this and I thought of you today, or something like that.
Yes, I agree with that, but also, like, I've been in situations like, I send memes to people all the time. I am 100% guilty of that. But also, if that's your only means of communication, getting sent memes where you say haha and then sent another meme where you say haha. It needs to be a mix. Articles that, like, relate to them, where you think are interesting, fantastic. Then a funny meme that reminds you of them, fantastic. But also make sure you're getting, if not the same responses, because for example, I send a lot of selfies to people and I don't get that many back. I don't care. I'm going to still send them selfies. I look hot.
I mean, you look hot. That's it.
Yeah. But, like, so it doesn't have to be give and take, but kind of see the kind of content they're sending you as well, to a degree.
Yeah.
Like, say you send them a selfie, but then they feel insecure, so they send you a picture of their dog. Fine, they're still sharing, like...
Yeah. Another thing that I also picked out from your question, and this is just a general advice I'd give any lefty, like, of any gender. The fact that you invested some money into, like, fitted clothes, hallelujah.
anyone who pretends they're not attracted to like aesthetics to at least a tiny degree is either fucking impressive and I wish I was as pure as you, or lying.
Yes, but also like there is style and there are good clothes, but something to me is about fitted clothes, you know, clothes that like are the right size for you, you know, like I don't know, yeah, that's beautiful. And so the fact that you've definitely sorted that out. I mean, again, we're caveating all of this that everyone has different tastes.
Yes.
100%. We are more than understanding that. And if there's like a reason to our project is to also explain the fact that we also have that very different...
We have totally different tastes.
We have that very different tastes. We should have actually probably even started with this.
Like, I mean, aesthetically, I like woolly jumpers. You like?
I like macho dudes. I'm putting it out of the. I'm putting it out of that's it.
Yeah, I like
suits and all that.
floppy haired dudes. Like.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So you could the same dude we wouldn't like the same dude.
No, thank God. That's why we're still friends.
Yeah. But also like the style. Whenever we talk about style, obviously not stylish people fucking get so late as well, and that's kind of not what we're saying.
I mean, actually, the type I like isn't really stylish by today's standards. So.
Yeah, but I guess for like first dates, I guess that's a good idea, and sort of like I'm now talking from my perspective. Fuck the caveats. I think something to be said, about like a pair of trousers that like fits your like waist really well, or like a jumper that like just you can tell that it was done sort of with the thought of it fitting your body, sort of thing. Like to me, that's beautiful, and I don't know, it just sounds to me like whatever it is that if you're not getting that third date or whatever, it seems like it's a girl's problem. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's the other thing, because what you said about like when it's the one you know.
Well, no, maybe you're a creep. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean there's also that like don't harass women.
Yes,
caveat
exactly.
Shouldn't have to do just in case.
Yeah.
Like if she wants to respond to you, she will, and like when it's someone you know when someone's interested in you, and. Also, give it time. Like, I had a phase, a fun social experiment I did about 3 years ago, where I said yes to every guy on OkCupid that wanted to go on a date with me. And it was quite frankly astonishing how many of them, after having a very awkward, stilted hour of conversation, were like, I really think we've connected. And I was like, no, you don't. Like, no, we just didn't. And so it's like, also don't push a connection that isn't there if you like someone. I don't know if you are doing that, but
Yeah, but also another little more practical advice, I guess. At the end of the day, perhaps ask, would it be okay to text to you, you know? What sort of content would you like to be texted to, you know? So that's in terms of like, you know, not feeling guilty that you're even messaging, because then you get into that sort of vortex, you know, or like circle where like, oh, I feel guilty that I even said anything, that sort of thing. And that makes you feel insecure. And insecurity can turn someone off as well. So basically, sort of try not to get into a space where you even are feeling insecure about your actions. You always have to feel sort of, I guess, confident enough. Obviously, don't be cocky and all of that stuff, but like, don't fall into that.
But also, if you do, we both have. It's a thing.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of people I've texted continually.
And with nothing.
Like.
So again, to always bring it back to like, you are so not the only person in this. We are so with you. Another like little practical thing I thought is like, so this is actually going to look sad. I can actually show this to you. This is my diary, and I write things down, basically my emotions, my thoughts. This is not really like the, I guess, practical, what should I do in life sort of diary. Maybe then I would have a career by now. But it's really just, you know, just if I'm thinking of a person of a particular state in my life, doesn't have to be, a relationship, could be a friendship or whatnot. I try and write things down, and actually that makes me sort of really map my feelings and also think about what I don't necessarily even like in that relationship, and also stops me from writing to them as well, you know. So I have found like really very, very analog writing down sorts me out personally.
Or you can be like me and just repress everything and deny you have any issues and play sad songs on piano until you make yourself cry.
Yes, again, there's a spectrum of the way of dealing with things, but we offered a few.
Yeah, and like the one final bit of practical advice about the texting thing is just like, instead of having incessant small talk, just ask when you can next see them, because that'll get you an answer either way pretty solidly.
What about voice notes as well?
Ooh, with people I've just met, I find voice quite stressful. Like, I was dating someone recently who might be listening, and they wanted to call me on Christmas, and I felt very overwhelmed by this because I was like, I can't hear your voice in the middle of a vortex.
No, calling, sure, because then you have to respond to that. But, you know, maybe a bit of voice note of like, oh, I just went past this and I just thought of you. Like, perhaps there's something a bit more connecting to that.
I think I love voice notes, but I personally find them like quite a big thing if I'm not very comfortable with someone. But again, this is the thing, we're like totally different in this way, so. But yeah,
so you're screwed either way.
Yeah, but like basically try it, like, and see.
Yeah.
Because actually, I'm now remembering my girlfriend I had in the summer. I sent her a voice note of me trying to pronounce something in Spanish, and she was like, "You have such a sexy voice," and it was like,
yes.
And then I was in because she really liked my voice, which she wouldn't have known if I hadn't sent her a voice note. So
yes, I must say half of the reason I like certain people, the reason why I like them is voice timbre or accent or something like that, and she'd be like, "Hear the voice."
Yeah, voice is a turn on or a turn off, you know.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Oh God, no, but again, not for everyone, all of that stuff.
Everyone has a different voice taste.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so, yeah, and I don't know. I think, as Rowan said very, very correctly, you're doing way better than we did at 23, like, honestly, and you're already saying that you're getting better every time. I don't know, like, again, at the end of the day, I will say, don't waste your time on just waste girls.
Yep.
Like, it's not worth it. And really, confidence does come with age, and, like, you will definitely, I don't know, I think you will feel like you don't have to chase those people anymore. But yeah.
Or you might end up still doing this when you're 30, and to be honest,
yes,
I know a lot of people like that too.
Yeah. God. I said our caveats. No, but you know, like, it's really just to say that there's not one way of doing things. But
hopefully we gave some tips that
might
be useful.
A few tips. I think we did.
We did.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah. And if you have any follow-up questions on that, please, again, contact us on the Curious Cat. And also, if you have also, you can fill us in with your
how it's going,
dates. Yeah, and all of,
fingers crossed.
Yeah, man. Like, I believe in you.
Yeah.